custodians in Australia. We recognise their ongoing connection to the land and value their unique contribution to the university and wider Australia. We pay our respects to the Indigenous elders past, present and emerging, and extend this respect to any Indigenous participants who are joining us today. I'll begin by noting that the registration of attendees be reflected in the presence attendees. So I think, Mitch, you're keeping the register of attendees for the meeting.
Yes,
and I'll have them tabled at the meeting.
Yep, that's fine, thank you.
We have present, we've got Vice President Brodie, we have Caleb through FRC Chair, Yukti, General Board Director, Tom, Student Causes Officer, Jamie, General Board Director, Jaden, Student Engagement Officer, and Omar, our other General Board Director. And in attendance, we have members from the BSA team and Mitch, CEO. I haven't received any apologies. I don't think we've got any, do we, Mitch?
None that I've received, no.
Okay, good. The first thing I've got to do is just accept the minutes from the previous meeting, which was held on the 29th of May 2019. And that motion is that the minutes of the annual general meeting held on the 29th of May 2019 of Bendigo Student Association Incorporated be ratified.
Yeah, is there anyone with us today that was in attendance last year? Josh, I think you were there.
I was.
Yeah, Nikita.
Nikita can second and Josh can move that motion.
Thank you.
Good, done. All right, moving on. That was nice and quick. I'll move on to the presentation of the 2019 annual reports. So I hope everyone's had a good read of those. These reports reflect the 2019 annual year, back when everyone was back on campus and before COVID-19, which is when it didn't exist. I'd firstly like to extend the board's thanks to Mitch, the CEO, and the entire BSA team at BSA for continuing to work every day to make student life better. To the board, thank you for your continued work to support students and your passion, particularly through these difficult times. Thank you to our members and all the students that we serve here at Bendigo. In 2019, we had over 35% of all Latrobe Bendigo students members of the BSA, and I don't think there'd be too many student associations across the country that could say the same. You'll see in the reports that on face value, it appears as though the Bendigo Student Association finished the year in a deficit. This deficit amount is actually reflecting the redundancies that needed to happen in 2019, and we actually finished the year in surplus. The redundancies reflected indicate $250,000 deficit. However, this is just simply for reporting purposes. I wanted to extend my thanks to the 2019 board. As you will see in the report from the CEO and the president, among other things, we upgraded our Sweeney's Cafe, recalibrated some of our services to ensure that the needs of students were being met, including new advocacy position, transforming our marketing engagement, and modernising our procedures and policies whilst continuing to make student life better each and every day. Please take time to read the report, and I'm happy to take any questions after the meeting. So I'd like to formally present the 2019 annual reports and financial statements for ratification. If someone wanted to move that and then second that. Anyone?
I'm happy to move it.
I'll second.
Done.
Just call out your
Same
name
people,
so we know
that's
who it is, please.
Nikita.
Move. I move it.
Seconded.
Jaden second.
Good. Done. All right. Questions on notice. I didn't receive any questions 10 days out from this meeting. So as per the Constitution 11.16, we won't take any questions at the AGM, but I'm happy to stay behind at the end to answer any questions. Otherwise, I think that's all.
Can I just ask if anyone hasn't as yet gone into chat and added their name to the list, if they could please do so?
And then now it's prize time, which is a tradition at our AGM that we give away a prize. And these will be emailed to you tomorrow. Is that right, Mitch?
Yes, they will be.
Yep, good. All right, so everyone who's here goes into the draw to win, what is it, $20 Prezi?
Five, 20.
Five.
Yeah,
Yep.
$5 $20 Prezi vouchers to spend at your leisure.
How good's that? Good, all right. So you'll hear from us tomorrow about that. Otherwise, I'll close the meeting at 11:42 and I'll stay on if anyone's got any questions.
That was quick.
quick meeting is a good meeting.
Yeah,
Thanks, Will.
I was going to go a bit longer.
That's all right.
Thank you.
I'll stay around just in case anyone's got any questions.
That would be great. Thanks.
Otherwise, thanks so much for coming. Nice quick meeting.
Thanks, everyone.
No, thank you.
See ya.
I have a question, William.
Yes. Hello.
Rubs hands.
Hello, former. Yes, I thought you. Let me guess.
Stay for
Is
this,
it
actually.
about bank accounts?
Yes.
I should have known. Yep.
I want
Okay.
I want to ask two questions.
Yep.
One, I want to ask about progress with divestment out of a bank that invests in fossil fuels.
Yep.
And my second question relating to that is if we could declare which banks we invest with in our next annual report.
Yep. Okay. On your second point, yeah, I see no problem in that in the future. On the first point, obviously with the amalgamation process happening, that is certainly something that we're looking into, is looking into a different bank. Yep.
Great.
And certainly when you're a board director, we did look into it, but
Yeah.
considering the time constraints, obviously that didn't happen.
As soon as you left, we stopped looking.
That's right. I thought I
No,
was just
and it is our commitment to be sustainable, so yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, so if you go onto our Bendigo Student Association website, then go to the About,
Link for you, Josh, if you want.
and then it should be there'll be a link to an issue. That's our 2019 annual report.
And it's just in the bottom right there.
Yep. Backwards a week, because they're trying to catch up from that week that we took off. You know, when they were recalibrating, yeah. So they, rather than delaying it at the end, they brought it back. Yeah, that was my. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, which is a good thing.
May I just ask Oliver, may I have your surname? Thank you.
Yeah, be really interesting to see how second semester goes online. Maybe it'll be a bit more organized, but who knows?
Mm.
Yeah, definitely. Like, my girlfriend's taking science-focused classes, and a lot of the workshops she's meant to do are being done for her, and they're kind of just giving her the results and saying, "We'll work this out." Whereas you're meant to do it yourself, so it's taking away a lot of that interactive aspect.
I have one more question.
Yeah.
With the strategic plan, is that getting put out at the end of this year, or is it that changed because of COVID?
As in our continuing strategic plan.
Yeah.
Yeah. So last year on the board, it was moved that was to be continued through to 2020, and obviously with our change process, we weren't going to update our strategic plan, but certainly with the new entity, we would be.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
But certainly most things, if not all things, have been achieved in the strategic plan. So.
Yep, that's good.
Mission accomplished.
And more.
And more, and more.
Alrighty. Bye, everyone.
See you,
Bye.
Nikita. Thanks for coming.
See you, Nikita. Thanks for coming.
Thanks, Josh.
Thanks, Josh.